Hey everyone, it's Sam from Acrylite Creations here, and this is my entry to the Sam June Challenge, which is doing a paint kiss, which I've never done before, so I'm excited to try that, using cool colours and warm colours poured together. So I've never done that before, but I'm going to give it a go because it looks really good. There's a Facebook group that has all the details and a YouTube video that has all the details of how you can enter this as well, which I'll leave linked down below. And yeah, we're just going to give it a go. I apologise for my setup being kind of a little bit janky at the moment. I'm still trying to figure everything out. All the materials that I'm using today as well, by the way, are the Essentials Royal and Langnickel acrylic paint, and it's just PVA bond and water. I've mixed all these colours out of the basics, but I'll leave links to where I got those down below. And yeah, let's get started. So part of the challenge is to start off with a white base. So this is just my standard white mix, and I just want to get a good sort of base coat down with this. And part of the challenge as well is that you need to leave some negative space around the painting. So I'm just gonna, I think I need a little bit more paint on here actually. Yeah, I do. Let me just wheedle this out. In fact, I'm going to take my palette knife and go over this as well, I think, but I'll just get a little bit more paint on there. That was probably too much, but whatever. I'm just going to take my little knife and just spread that out. I really apologise if you can hear my cat crying as well. I'm up in my paint studio, which is basically the attic, and because I'm talking up here, he thinks that obviously I'm doing something amazing that he needs to be involved with. So he's just going to cry this entire video, so I really apologise for that, but gives you a little insight into my life, which is just cats crying all the time. Okay, so that's a little bit, I think my paint's too thick, but you know, we'll make do. It's all part of the experimentation. Whoa, I just flicked paint all down the wall. Whoops. Sorry about that, future me, that's going to be fun to clean up. Okay, so as I said, the challenge is to do 2 cups, basically 2 pours, at the same time into each other, so you get what's known as a paint kiss. And the challenge aspect is that there should be cool tone colours and warm tone colours. Let me just tilt this a little bit, which is doing absolutely nothing because my paint is far too thick, but oh well. Let's give it a go. So I need to go from order of darkest to lightest, so I'm going to do my cool colours first just because. So I have this lovely bright blue, which my lighting's kind of messy so you can't really, hopefully you'll be able to see this. I'm going to start off with, can you even see what I'm doing? No. Okay, we'll do this way. So I'm going to start off with a base of this lovely dark blue colour. Yeah, that seems like enough. And then into that I've got this green, which is literally just a mix of blue and yellow. So I'm going to do that on top. And then to top that off, this sort of metallic tealy colour, which is blue, a little bit of yellow, and then the gold that I'm absolutely obsessed with, and I put in everything. And then for good measure, I think we're going to top off with a little bit of white, which I just have in this giant squeeze bottle, because I use it all the time. So we'll just do a nice drizzle of that on top. I find that having the white in there against a white background kind of helps it tying together and make a little bit more sense. Okay, so that's my 1 cup done. In fact, I'm just going to get this out of the way because I can see myself knocking something over and it'll be really annoying then. Okay, so on my 1 cup I've got pure red, which actually it's not pure red, it has a tiny little bit of blue in there, just to kind of dull it down a bit because it's a little bit kind of cherry red for me. And then orange, which again is just the red and yellow mixed together. And then, oops, this colour is yellow but mixed with the gold again because I wanted the metallic elements to kind of come across on both sides. But really wildly different amounts of paint in this cup, but whatever. And then just a bit of that white again for good measure. Okay, so those are my 2 cups. I'm just going to move those out of my way, please. I have the tiniest little space set up to do this, so it's very rapidly becoming kind of a disaster, but that's fine because it fits my whole brand. Okay, so I haven't done this before, so I'm quite nervous. But let's just pour these together. Can you see what I'm doing? Yes, it looks like you can. So yeah, I also have the world's shakiest hands, which is like already setting me up for a failure. But let's go for it and then get that paint to kiss. Okay, that orange is already overwhelming everything. Look at how shaky my hands are, right? It's so ridiculous. Okay, so it's very green. I'm just going to give this a second. I don't have a torch to kind of torch it and try and get some more cell development, unfortunately. I need to get one. But I'm just going to try and okay, so let's just start by tilting that way a bit. I want to run off some of that green up at the top. Yeah, this is way too much paint. Bring it back down, and then I'm going to I have the feeling all this is just going to slide over the top of this, which is probably due to me kind of not consistently mixing my paints, so they were quite different consistencies. So, but you know, it's part of the learning experience. Okay, and the challenge is to leave some negative space, so I'm trying to make sure I want it to go over the edges of my canvas, but I don't want to cover every corner of it, if you know what I mean. But I'm just, because this white's too thick, I'm sort of conscious that it's quite layered, which I'm not a fan of, so Let's see what we can do. Okay. It's not my favourite paw I've ever done, but I have done worse, definitely. Just gonna, I'd like you to go away. Can you hear my cat crying, by the way? Because it is so dramatic. And there is literally nothing wrong with him. This is just my life all the time. Push that back that way. And then I'd like it just a tiny bit more central. And then okay, I'm happier with that. The colours I'm not crazy about, but I quite like, but let me just wipe my hands so I don't drip on this, because I've done that many a time and it's quite annoying. So yeah, I like this bit, and this bit in the middle is a little bit muddier than I would usually kind of like, but I like how the red has sort of come all the way over here into the greeny bits, and then the greeny bits have come over here as well. So I kind of like that. I think what I might do is take my straw, and I'm just gonna, apologies if all you see here is the back of my head. Okay, right, I think I'm gonna leave that alone now. So what I'll do is leave this to just sit and do its thing for like, I don't know, 10-15 minutes or something, and then I'll come back and we'll film the close-ups. Okay. Okay, so it's been about 15 minutes. Not much has changed. This is staying kind of three-dimensional, which I don't really like, so I'm hoping that's going to flatten out. I definitely need to dilute my white paint more, because it's just way too thick. But I like how these ends have kind of flared out from blowing. This is a little bit muddy for me, but I like this, I like this. So overall I'm not unhappy with this. I think really it's the colour combination that's just not my favourite. I wish I'd done purples and teals rather than reds and greens, just because orange and green are kind of my two least favourite colours. But yeah, for my first try, I'm pretty happy with it. I'm looking forward to doing this again. So yeah, just let me know what you think. Let me know if you enjoyed this. I am going to post more videos on my YouTube channel, and then I also have my Facebook channel, Facebook page, Aqualite Creations, where you can go and follow me, and the same on Instagram, which again I'll leave links in the description box. And yeah, that's it from me really. My cat stopped crying, so that's good. And I will speak to all of you soon.